Guys, this is the secret. Whatever you want is encoded in what she wants. If you can figure out what she wants, you can get what you want. Yes.
Well, great to hear from Dr. Gary Chapman, none other than the 5 love languages guy.
I think everybody knows about the 5 love languages. And we've got Mike and Diane, we've got Dan and Danielle. You guys, we've all actually taken the test to find out what our love languages are. And I just want to say that if you want to find out what your love languages are, just go to our website, abetterus.tv. The test is there for you. But in the meantime, guys, I think we got some insight into ourselves here, didn't we? Yeah.
We need to learn our spouse's love language, and that's the key.
And you know what? For us, it was kind of easier because we discovered that our primary love language is the same.
Yeah.
We're both words of affirmation. So that is really we encourage each other and we receive the encouragement back and forth. So that's a really good thing. Now going down the list, they're different, but that top one was the same. So for us,
And
Well, that's because you guys are both so awesome.
because you know we need to receive those words of affirmation.
We did need that today. Thank you, Dan.
I felt it. I sensed it. I sensed it.
Way to go.
So what about you guys?
We took the test and we're the same as you. We are both, our top love language was words of affirmation. And I thought that was interesting because our careers both revolve around words. I'm a writer, he's a songwriter.
You're a really good writer.
Thank you, honey.
I'm learning.
I detect a theme here. Okay.
And so that's very important for us, which I think we both knew, but it's better that we can focus on that now. And one thing I noted Dr. Chapman said, he said critical words can be like a dagger in the heart for people who need words of affirmation. So I took note of that because it hurts anyway when we're criticized or nitpicked, but for someone who needs that and that's their top love language, it can be even more painful. So I
Totally
took that.
hurtful.
I'm sorry.
But that's true. That's
I'd like to say, though, you guys are equally awesome.
there you go.
Words of affirmation all around. So are you.
But on the flip side of that, just before we leave the words of affirmation thing, I know that if you do speak words of death, we're talking about speaking words of life and affirming, but if we speak words of death to our spouse, that not only does that put them down and steal the life out of them, but our kids hear that too. Our kids are affected by that too. I know I have a family member who that was the way he always spoke to his family, and it really it put his wife down. His kids really felt it, and I knew the child, intimately, and she would say, yeah, I don't feel like I'm, important. I know he loves me, but he doesn't speak love. And so really, we've got to watch that love, the way we speak love, even if it's not our top words of affirmation, love language. We got to speak love because our kids are listening.
Dr. Chapman quoted the Bible on that words, the power of words, they can either give life or death. That's pretty strong language.
It's true.
And so we got to watch it. And
It's
as
an
you said,
important one.
especially if that words of affirmation is so important that we watch our tongues.
And I know Dr. Chapman actually has a book for parents to learn their children's love language as well.
Okay, so Mike and Diane.
Well, you know what? Ours is coming.
Yeah,
We haven't covered ours yet.
so it is coming.
It's coming.
It's in the next segment.
The big reveal, and I'm not sure it reveals everything, but we'll talk about that later. But I guess one of the things that I want to say here is take the test, right? Learn your love language, and more importantly, the test isn't so important from your own standpoint, right? But from your spouse's standpoint. Understand what they love. Guys, this is the secret. Whatever you want is encoded in what she wants. If you can figure out what she wants, you can get what you want. So even if it's selfish, guys, do it. Take the test. Understand her. ¿Cómo está usted?
Okay.
Bonjour, comment ça va?
So the other language that Dr. Chapman talked about was receiving gifts. And so that really talks not so much about being materialistic, but about thinking that they're thinking about me. Oh, you got me a gift.
Even if it's something small.
Yeah, it's because you were thinking, but the important thing, I love when Dr. Chapman said, but move it from here. Like, you can't just think about it. You've got to actually do it. If that's their love language, you got to do something about it. You've got to
So
actually
it's not just
get
the
them.
thought that counts.
No.
You actually got to carry out the thought with action.
Yes, that's it. Yeah. All right.
Well, this is good. This is good. So when we come back, we're going to discuss a few more of the love languages. But first, we've got to get to Dr. Chapman as he's highlighting the last three. And so there are 5. So we got to get them all.
All right, here we go.
The in-love experience only lasts for 2 years. But this kind of love, intentional love, expressed intentionally day by day, will keep emotional love alive in the marriage. And that's what all of us want.